You're lit.
Don't just live life, maxify it.
In our pre-show build-up, I said for me, like, I really wanted South Africa to get the bowling right. And I've sort of said this a couple of times on the different shows for different matches. For me, process is always very, very important. And yes, I know as a professional sports person, we always chasing outcomes and we always want goals. But you also need to at times just make sure that you're doing process right, because you often have uncontrollables in sport. And those uncontrollables can be phenomenal, performances by your opponents or weather or something like that. But you can control what you can control. And for me, the South African bowling has been shaky at times. And I just felt like, especially I mentioned that our lengths weren't great. And for me today, that was what we did do a lot better. And it really seems like the management went back, they spoke to the bowlers. And it's a case of, it's not like they can't bowl slightly fuller. They all can bowl slightly fuller. It's just a case of, guys, are we really visualizing where we want the ball to pitch? Are we visualizing that kind of bounce that we want to get and the carry that we want to get through when we're running up to deliver the ball? And for me, I thought that's what we did so well today. The fact that Shibnam Ismail didn't even bowl her quota of overs, which is almost unheard of from a South African perspective in ODI cricket. Cup obviously ended really early. I mean, Nadine de Klerk and Anneke Bosch bowling in the second batting power play, as you said. I mean, that's almost a little bit crazy. That's when you would think your Ismail and Cup would have to come back and tighten things up, get your experienced bowlers in there. Sekhukhune, for me, has been phenomenal throughout the series. Her economy rate, today 3.1, picking up two wickets. But I'm starting to love her attitude and her celebration and her passion on the field. It's just really, really exciting. She's just fantastic. And you can just kind of see she's a player that wears her heart on her sleeve. And she's doing everything she can for her teammates all the time. So I was thoroughly impressed with her bowling. Shangasi, again, she's a young bowler to come in and end with an economy rate of 4.8 against India in Indian conditions. Like, I was really, really proud, and I thought they did really well. So from a bowling perspective, just to sum it up, I really do think it was about the lengths that they got right. At times in the first 4 ODIs, I thought they were slightly short. And we saw Ismail bowl 1 or 2 short deliveries, but the majority of them were kind of back of the length, and then she would mix it up with pitching one up slightly fuller. And that's what you need to do. You need to be mixing it up the whole time. Cup was fantastic again. I mean, economy rate of 2.5 in an ODI, and she picked up a very, very good wicket. I thought the wicket of Priya was very, very well set up. And you can just see Cup's experience and the thought process the whole time. She pitched it just outside the off stump. The ball was sort of drifting away. And then that one that got Priya that sort of came on and bowled her eventually, it just straightened up slightly. Maybe even a little bit of in swing that just nipped back. And then she got bowled. But it was literally the 3 deliveries beforehand that set her up for that wicket. And that's what I liked out of this sort of innings from a South African perspective, was the bowlers just look a lot better. They look more disciplined, and that they were really trying to execute their plans correctly.